I want to actually talk about this story before. I never really got the chance to actually really talk about it. This was such a huge outrage that I just ran out of time with. But I never thought there was going to be a new development of the situation from the Destiny 2 content creator situation where they were actually being falsely striked on YouTube. That was huge. That happened a few months ago, I would say, back in like April, a little bit into May, I would say. I never actually expected this story to be as big as it is, but this is a huge W for Bungie and a big L for YouTube because of the extent that Bungie had to go through to even get a response from YouTube themselves. So what happened is that Bungie is currently suing a Destiny YouTuber for $7.6 million. And hell no, he ain't got no chance of winning that case because of all the damages he's done. Honestly, this is costing his, pretty much his entire life just from this lawsuit. This is a good thing to see from Bungie because Bungie ain't fucking around. No, they're doing the right thing here, honestly. I pretty much have followed this story since the very beginning when we started seeing random Destiny 2 YouTubers getting falsely striked and their videos being taken down for absolutely nothing. There was nothing wrong with the videos. They were completely fair use. They were getting struck down. People thought it was Bungie because it just looked so legit. Like, it looked very legit that Bungie was actually doing this. When people started noticing that their, videos were actually getting taken down, this was pretty much judgment day for Destiny 2 content creators because anything that was uploaded that was Destiny 2 content related, it was getting claimed. It was getting strike down. After the whole outrage of this whole, people's videos getting strike down, Bungie actually came out and said that their own videos were getting claimed by this fraudulent claimer, and publicly posted that it's not them or their partners, and they're going to be working on it behind the scenes to make sure this doesn't ever happen again. But then a few days later, all the strikes were removed from all the channels that were affected. But no, Bungie didn't stop right there. No. They went after YouTube themselves. They were not having it at all. They were completely pissed off. I fucking would too. I would be very pissed off. If I had to deal something with that, I wouldn't be happy at all. Like, it would literally piss me off. So Bungie actually took YouTube to court, which I wasn't expecting at all, in order for Google to actually give the identity of the fraudulent claimer. The person that was striking all these channels down. What's also insane is that Bungie was pissed off about the support from YouTube that they got, that they went under the support page like any other YouTuber would, right? They got no response, no solution, mainly getting a response in a timely manner, which is like big thing, because this is serious stuff. Like, copyright claims, false copyright claims, anything like that is very serious. And I'm surprised YouTube was like, not our problem. No, too bad. Nope. It's crazy because this caused a lot of damage to Bungie and content creators. Content creators literally losing their jobs over this. Honestly, I'm really kind of surprised that they didn't even go to Twitter and start this hashtag like all the YouTubers really do when they want to get a response from YouTube, because their system just doesn't work. It's garbage, it's trash, and that's why people go to Twitter, because there's an actual fucking human being that actually runs that Twitter account somewhat. But when you go on their support page on their website, all the chat is that there's a bot. It has to be a bot. There's no way that this is a complete person. You don't get any responses, you get no solution, you pretty much get absolutely nothing in return. All they do is like, oh, is this what you're asking for? Pretty much linking to an article that doesn't do anything for you. It's just funny how bad YouTube support is. They won't even help a billion-dollar company. They treat them just like any other YouTuber. Like, oh, well, that sucks that you got a copyright claim. We can't really help you with that. That's just how our system is. They pretty much gave them the fucking trash treatment that we all fucking get as YouTubers. YouTube is not the place where good systems are, because I think Bungie was thinking, oh, maybe YouTube has, some good systems just so we can actually talk to a YouTube employee and get this thing sorted. No, but in the end, they finally got it solved. They got the identity of the YouTuber who started the dumpster fire in the first place. And the story behind it is unbelievably fucking stupid. It was kind of speechless, honestly, when I started hearing more about this. The YouTuber that they found was named Lord Nazo, or Nick. Well, Nick's whole entire channel was pretty much ripping music off from Destiny Taken King and the Destiny 2 The Witch Queen soundtrack, and just straight ripping them off and just uploading to his channel. He got repeated takedown requests, and Nick just kept re-uploading them. He really just kept re-uploading the soundtrack, which resulted in his whole channel being completely terminated. Well, when that happened, Nick just wasn't happy. He was very fucking upset, clearly. That whole thing happened like a few months before he started impersonating somebody at the CSC. Yeah, so he went out of his way with all the revenge that he wanted and impersonated a CSC global employee and started filing false copyright takedown requests in almost a total of 100 videos from multiple content creators that make Destiny 2 content were taken down. When this was going on, it turned out that Nick completely manipulated a lot of content creators and that he was going to help these channels get their video back up. While he was doing that, he was actively striking down content creators' videos, pretending to try and help them find the person who was actually responsible for taking down these videos. Yeah, it has actually gone this deep where he deceived them into thinking that he was actually trying to help them. But then it turned out that he was actually the criminal. What's actually funny too is that he actually went out and sent messages like this. Yeah, it's the people like us who suffer, the little guys, or just anyone with fewer than 250k YouTube subscribers and 100k Twitter followers. I think the plan was for him is that he was trying to hide himself from what he really was and putting him down at the very bottom of the list who could be filing these claims. But then he actually goes out of his way to say how easy it is to take down anyone's content on YouTube and pointing fingers at people saying that, oh, this person's a fraud or that person's a fraud, and convincing people that he was on their side, falsely calling out people. But unfortunately, it backfired on him and he got caught red-handed on everyone finding out that he was the actual criminal for doing all this and being sued for $7.65 million, which is, I think, is actually the most I've ever seen from any of these YouTuber lawsuits. Like, this man is guilty. There is evidence to prove it in court, and even he admitted it, and Bungie has the right to charge him for his crime. He really can't escape this. All this information is there from YouTube directly, and with some of these Discord messages pretty much saying like how somewhat he was taking down some of these videos. What's really absurd is that I see like some people are trying to defend this guy, saying like, oh, well, he's just trying to prove how bad YouTube's system really is. Okay, but we've known for a very long time this system is broken. It has been very, very broken. YouTube has done nothing else to really help us with that. It's been broken from the fucking start. And for somebody to go as far as impersonating somebody from the CSC global company is outrageous. This is not the way to really try and prove how bad YouTube's system is, because Nick caused a lot of damage. He caused a lot of damage to Bungie and many content creators, and many of these content creators do their Destiny content for their livelihood. They make money off this. This is their livelihood. This is their fucking job, and pretty much like threaten them all directly by doing this. This isn't the kind of crime that's just like, oh, we'll just give you a slap on the wrist and just don't do this again. No, this is a big fucking deal for anyone doing this. It's not him in particular, but for anybody that actually tries to do this again, they're probably going to get the same shit that he got. Bungie is pretty much seeking $150,000 for each takedown request that was filed. Takedown notice system, which pretty much totaled a $7.65 million plus the legal fees. So honestly, it could be a lot more than what it is right now. Also, just of last week of this article being posted, they said that Bungie won a settlement of twice that in a dispute with Destiny 2 cheat sellers. Bungie is making W's, man. They're in W land for suing all these cheat makers, which is a good move for companies nowadays to even just stop some of these cheaters. It's really one of the only ways to really stop them. Having a anti-cheat in their game isn't really gonna stop them. But we'll have to see if this lawsuit actually makes it into court, because if it does, I am 1000% sure Bungie's gonna win this. There's evidence there. There's a lot of evidence there. They had to sue YouTube to even get the information of this person that caused these crimes. Well, pretty much in conclusion, I feel like Lord Nazo maybe wanted to do something good. I feel like he wanted to do something to prove that how awful the YouTube copyright takedown system is. And he tried to be a hero about it. But in this situation, he failed. He failed to realize that he was never the hero we thought he was, because his content was him straight ripping off the Destiny soundtracks, putting it on his channel multiple times, getting multiple takedown requests, pretty much re-uploading them, knowing fully that it is completely wrong of him for actually doing that, and he still acted, I did nothing wrong, and Bungie is the one that's at fault. So in his rage, he wanted to actually turn the tides of the situation, saying that this system is broken and I can prove it, pretty much, by targeting the company that made him do this. But also, he went out and targeted individuals, content creators, that are not even affiliated with Bungie. Just normal content creators making Destiny 2 content for their audience. They got striked. Bungie's reputation got really screwed over this. Content creators got really screwed over this. Everybody pretty much got screwed from this. People thought it was really Bungie. They really did, man. It looked so legit that you can impersonate anybody and take down anybody's video. People are going to find out. YouTube will find out. So if people do it, you're going to get caught. You're going to get caught red-handed like he did. Honestly, this is probably one of the craziest stories that I've ever seen in a long time. This is I never expected this outcome of Bungie going so far into this, suing YouTube, getting the information, and then suing the individual. Absolutely insane. Anyways, if you liked the video, hit the like, sub, bell, comment what you guys think about this. Socials are in the description down below. Do whatever you guys want. I wanted to actually make this video because it was very interesting, and I wanted to actually talk about this because this is very huge, and it could change the ties of YouTube as well. But anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys around.